All right. HODLing your crypto blindly is the stupidest thing you will ever do. There. I said it, man. Look, I created a post the other day in social media and Facebook that basically said HODLing blindly is the dumbest investment strategy ever. And boy, people got all like pissy with it and stuff, calling me stupid and dumb, saying that's the best way to make money in crypto, so on and so forth. And I get it. I understand what they're getting at, but there is a better way, and that's what I was trying to get across to them. But a lot of them just didn't want to listen to it. So what I decided was I'm going to do a little video of it right now explaining what I meant, and hopefully you can appreciate it. Look, before I get into that, let me give you a quick story. Again, my name is Mek, and I've been investing in cryptocurrencies since 2017. I got involved when Bitcoin was 3,500, and I saw it go up to 20,000, and then I saw it crash. And throughout that process, one thing I did learn was this. The crypto markets are extremely volatile. The prices go up a lot. And if you don't have the discipline to hold on to your crypto, it's very difficult to actually make money in this space. Let me ask you, when you got involved in crypto, I presume you got involved the same way I did. You did some research, you went on to Google and said, what's the best crypto to buy now? And next thing you know, you were taken to some YouTube video or some landing page or website where someone says, hey, here, get my free report. This is the best crypto to buy now. And then all of a sudden you read it and you were like, oh shit, lovely, I love it. And then you bought it. And then what happened right after? You held on to it for a little bit, and it was almost like the whole world was waiting for you to buy that crypto so they could just dump it on you, right? I bet you that's exactly what happened to you, because it happened to me plenty of times. So I knew there needed to be a better strategy for me. I knew I loved the space. I knew I believed in it long term, but I just needed to have a better strategy to figure out when to get in, when to get out, how long I should stay in. I needed a better strategy to be committed to stay in and be able to withstand all the volatility. So I went and did a lot of research and did a lot of digging. Whenever I don't know something, I do what I've always done. I dig in and I invest my time, I invest my money and educate myself. So I got involved in some masterminds where I learned from some professionals, who've been in the crypto industry since the beginning, like the early days. Um, and by listening to them and by being in their groups and being in their masterminds, I started to learn of a technique that a lot of insiders were using, like not insiders, a lot, very few people were using who knew about it and knew how to take advantage of it. And in fact, only 0.06% of the world right now is doing this little known strategy. And once I dug into it a little bit deeper, I really wanted to know what it was. And here's why I really fell in love with it. The strategy was simple. It allowed you, and it actually rewarded you for hodling your crypto. Meaning, yes, it's okay to hodl your crypto, but what I said was hodling blindly is stupid. Instead, you should only hodl some cryptos that you feel really have that long-term potential, number one. And number two, have the ability to reward you for holding those cryptos while you're waiting for that big bull run to happen. Look, the facts are out. Only 85% of the time, cryptos are just kind of moving in a sideways pattern, going up and down a little bit, up and down. Only 15% of the time are they going up, or 15% of the time are they going down. The rest of that time, the 85% of the time, they're just doing not much. They're just kind of consolidating. And it's during those periods that people like you and I, myself included, because this is what happened to me, and this is why I figured this strategy out, and I loved it when I found out about it. I used to get shook out all the time. Meaning I'd see the price go up and then I'd see it go down, and I was like, shit, I don't want to lose my money. I got to get out of this thing. This thing sucks. and I just I couldn't withstand all the volatility. And then I learned of a technique that allows me to actually take advantage of that volatility. And I'm not talking about trading. I'm not talking about any type of margin trading or anything like that. I'm not talking about selling my crypto and buying it. Nothing like that. Basically, I'm talking about a technique that anyone, if they understood it, could take advantage of it. Now I have a strategy for how I buy the cryptos that I buy, and I only buy cryptos that have the ability to actually pay me long term to hold them. So I'm going to show you something here, and obviously I'm going to try and make this real short, but let me show you something. If you haven't ever heard of DeFi, decentralized finance, you need to investigate it, because that's exactly what I'm taking advantage of. Very few people know the power of DeFi, and very few people know how to get involved in the DeFi space safely and reliably make daily passive income. I literally have like my own, it seems as though it's like my own money printers, okay? I literally have set up these little money printers that are digital money printers that once I know, once you know what you're doing, you can go there, set it up, put some of your investment capital in these things, and then they just start spitting out money for you almost immediately. So let me give you an example. Let's just assume you want to buy Bitcoin, right? Everyone loves Bitcoin. But Bitcoin, it's just been sitting around not doing anything right now, which is fine. But what if you could buy Bitcoin and let me show you. By buying Bitcoin, you can actually earn some passive income on Bitcoin. Let me show you something here. Let me click this. And here is one option. Basically, if you wanted to be a long-term Bitcoin holder, and that's perfectly fine, you can be. There is a way to buy Bitcoin, and while you're sitting there waiting for Bitcoin to go to the moon, you could be earning, at this point in time today, you could be earning 219% a year. Okay? So there's one way to buy Bitcoin. How about, I don't know, how about Ethereum? Let's look at Ethereum. That's another good one. Lots of people love Ethereum. I do too. I just don't buy it and just sit on it. I buy it in a way that I can earn yield on it and earn passive income holding it. Look at this one. You can buy Ethereum. I know this number probably looks like complete bullshit to you, but I can explain it to you. It's not. You can buy Ethereum and earn 30,180% on it. Okay? How about Dogecoin? Let's say you want to buy Doge. Okay, people like buying Doge. I don't buy Doge. Doge is a piece of shit to me. Like, I do believe in shit coins as well. But if you wanted, you could buy Doge and you can earn, let's see, the highest percentage you can earn right now is apparently 207%. All right, so what if you wanted to buy Doge and you were hoping that at some point in time Doge will skyrocket as well? You could buy it, 207%. And then last but not least, how about Matic? You've heard of Polygon? Yeah? Fuck. You can buy Matic. My eyes are a little bad. Holy shit. This says 196,485%. Let me make that bigger. There you go. 196,485% APY. Okay, APY stands for, look what it stands for, annual percentage yield. Okay, this is telling you on an annual basis, if you knew what you were doing, it's possible for you to get involved and own Matic and HODL Matic for the long term and potentially earn 196,000%. I know what you're thinking. I know you're thinking, this is way too good to be true. This Mick guy doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. Look, I get it. And unfortunately, I couldn't share everything with you right now. I just wanted to make this a real quick one. If you want to learn more, I have another video that I have a webinar that I kind of go a little bit deeper into this and kind of reveal to you what I just showed you. And it explains to you how it really works. If you'd like to get access to that, simply comment below wherever you're seeing this video, or go to my profile, get in touch with me, DM me, and I'll be more than happy to share that with you. And then when I share that video with you, if you want to go a little bit even further, I'll do a one-on-one Zoom call with you, and then I can really dive a little bit deeper into this and tell you exactly what this is and why I personally no longer hodl blindly. I have a very strict strategy in regards to how I invest in my cryptos. I only now invest in cryptos that I believe in long term, that are safer, probably the safer ones out there, like the big names that we all know of. I invest in those, but I invest in them and I earn passive income while I'm holding them. I'm holding them with the same belief that you are, which is at some point in time they're going to go through the roof. And I'm going to be in a position to make money off them just like you are. But while we're waiting for that eventual, bull run to the moon that we all hope for, I'm making money in the process because of all the volatility that's going on in the industry. While things are just accumulating, while people are just kind of, doing their little trading, buying and selling their own cryptos, whatever they do all over the world, I get to participate and actually make some money in the process. Once I learned this strategy, it made me 100 times better investor. I no longer wake up every morning looking at Bitcoin's price. I don't really give a shit. Bitcoin, whether it goes up or down, I don't care. I know I'm going to be making money either way while I'm waiting. I no longer, sit there and look and try to analyze when Bitcoin's going to go up. I don't really care. In fact, I'd rather Bitcoin just sit around, not do anything for the longest time, because I'm just sitting there accumulating more of it. Because what I do is the passive income that I'm creating from holding Bitcoin or Ethereum or holding these other cryptos, I'm taking that passive income and then buying more of the crypto that I'm interested in buying long term. So it allows me to grow my wealth exponentially. And I absolutely love it. And I'm telling everyone that I can about this strategy because not many people know about it. I promise you, at this point in time, statistically, only 0.06% of the world knows about this or is even potentially using this strategy. And I know that for a fact, and I'll explain it to you when we have a one-on-one. I'll explain to you where that number comes from. And then if you learned this skill, you could be, honestly, you'd be like a pioneer. You'd be part of like an elite type of group of people that know something that other people just don't know. And I know you might be thinking this must be really, really risky. It's not. Once you understand it, only when you understand it will you even want to go further to try and get into it. If you don't understand it and it just doesn't make sense to you, then you're not going to move further, and this might not be for you. It might not be for you. Honestly, it might not be for you. One of the reasons, there's only one reason that I can think of that you probably are thinking in your head right now that why this is probably not going to work. And that is this. You probably have in your mind that, well, if you got to do this, you're going to have to take your assets and you're going to have to give it to some company, and then you have to trust that company to do this for you. No, I don't run a company. I don't take any money from anyone in regards to managing your money or anything like that. I'm purely an educator. I just educate people on what the strategy is. And if they want to do it, then fantastic. I do a one-on-one mentoring with them, and I basically will get them set up. And, it cost me, like I said, I don't know. It's cost me close to $10,000, $15,000 if I had to put all the numbers together to learn this strategy. In fact, there's people out there that are teaching this same strategy and they're charging up to $20,000 to teach this. It's crazy. Um, but and honestly, even at $20,000, it's actually still worth it, because once you learn the technique, you literally have the ability to create income on demand whenever you want. And it's that powerful. If you want to learn more and you want a little bit more of an in-depth video where I reveal to you what exactly I just showed you, and you can understand it a little bit deeper, you can get in touch with me and I'll get you that information. And then from there, if you want to do a one-on-one Zoom call with each other, where I'll go a little bit deeper into this and see if this strategy might work for you, then we can dig in a little bit deeper. If it works for you, great. If it doesn't work for you, no problem. This isn't, like I said, this isn't for everyone. But this is what I meant when I said I don't hodl blindly. I do hodl, but I only hodl cryptos and cryptocurrencies that I believe in long term. And number two, ones that pay me daily to hold them. I love that because I'm addicted to passive income. Look, 20 years being in the rental real estate business, I have rental income coming in every month. So that's what I'm really addicted to. And it gives me the lifestyle. It's given me everything I ever wanted. And I knew that if I found something similar in the cryptocurrency industry, I was going to jump on it and jump into it with both feet. And that's what I've done. So after 20 years of putting all my eggs in the real estate business, I've basically decided to jump into this because there's so many other reasons. I mean, passive income, it's faster, it's easier to get in. I don't have to have perfect credit. I don't need as much capital, meaning in order to generate $200, $300 worth of income on a house, like positive income, you need perfect credit to get the right mortgage, or you need a lot of cash to buy that property. With less money, you can create just as good returns in the cryptocurrency industry. And then the potential of that crypto that you're buying and holding and waiting for it to go up. Once it goes up, woo, you'll be loving life. Now, can it go down? Of course it can go down. So there are risks involved as well, and you have to learn how to, mitigate them. And the other thing, talking about risk, one of the other things that I love that this system and this strategy has done for me is this. All else being equal, if you and I both bought Bitcoin at the exact same price, I personally will be able to guaranteed stay in the trade longer than you. And here's why. Because when the Bitcoin price goes down a little bit, let's say you lose $1,000, you'll lose $1,000 and I'll lose $1,000, but I really might only lose $200 because while I was, waiting, while the price of Bitcoin wasn't doing anything, I might have earned $800 worth of passive income in the fees. So it reduces my risk of holding the asset. I fucking love it. Look, and this is what I, teach people on how to do. And if you want, like I said, I will take you to the next step in regards to watching the next video where I go in depth a little bit more. And if you want to learn more, please check out my social profiles. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me on, wherever you're seeing this. Just, look for my links. That'll take you to my social profile. DM me. And I'm just a normal dude, man. I just kind of figured something out and decided I wanted to concentrate on this and share my passion with people and teach it to people. So if that's something that interests you, let me know. DM me. We'll go to the next step. And then we'll also do a one-on-one Zoom call. And we can go from there. All right? Sounds good. Thanks, guys.